Next question. A property seller is selling a house for 6,30,000 rupees, in which he makes a profit of 5% after the bargain. Read it very carefully. After the bargain, he sold the house for 6,30,000 rupees, in which he gets a profit of 5%. Now, our question is, instead of selling at 6,30,000 rupees, if he would have sold the house for 5 lakh rupees, whether he made a profit or loss. If it is a profit or loss, you have to find the percentage of it, right? Now, cost price, he makes a profit of 5%, which is equal to selling price. We know that selling price is 6,30,000 rupees. If you find the cost price over here, you will get 6,30,000 rupees into 100 by 105. Okay, so you will get 6 lakh rupees. This is the cost price of the house. Now, the selling price, that is, instead of selling at 6,30,000 rupees, if the plot is sold for 5 lakh rupees, okay, here cost price is greater than the selling price. It shows that he is facing a loss of 1 lakh rupees, right? So, loss is equal to 1 lakh rupees. Now, we need to find the loss percentage. What is loss percentage formula? Loss divided by cost price into 100, right? So, divide this, you will get 100 divided by 6, which is 16.67%. So, when he sells the plot at 5 lakh rupees, he faces a loss of 16.67%, right? I hope you are clear with this answer. Now, we will move to the next question. Next question. A shopkeeper is selling 2 articles, whereas the first article is sold at a price of 840 rupees, in which he makes a profit of 20%. While selling second article, he makes a loss of 4%, but the selling price in this case is 960. Now, the question is, when 2 objects are considered together, whether it is a loss or profit. If it is loss or profit, find their percentage, right? So, now I am going to solve this problem into 2 articles, that is, one by one I am going to solve it, right? So, first article, selling price of first article is 840 rupees. In this, he makes a profit of 20%, right? Cost price into 120 by 100 equals to 840. Now, you can find the cost price of first article, which is 840 into 100 by 120, which is 700. So, the cost price of first article is 700 rupees. Suppose now the second product, right? The selling price of second product is 960 rupees. In this case, the shopkeeper is facing a loss of 4%. So, cost price, when we are finding the value for loss, you should subtract the loss percentage from 100, which is 96 by 100 equals to 960. Therefore, selling price of the second product is 960. Then cost price of the second product is 1000. Now, I am going to consider both the objects together, that is cost price. This is total cost price. What is total cost price? Cost price of first product plus cost price of second product, 700, whereas the cost price of second product is 1000. So, together the cost price of both the article is 1700. Now, we need to find the selling price of both the articles together. So, selling price of first is 840 and second is 960. 840 plus 960, which is 1800 rupees. Now, the selling price is much greater than the cost price. So, this is profit. Now, we need to find profit percentage, right? Selling price is 1800, cost price is 1700. So, profit is 100 by total cost price into 100. So, just cancel. Now, 100 divided by 17. So what is it? If you divide 100 by 17, 5 times 85, 15, 0, 8 times. So 136, again 8. So which is 5.88 percentage. Therefore, the total profit while selling both the articles is 5.88 percentage. Now we move to the next question. Next question. This is very important question because no numerical data will be given in the question. So you have to use your assumed value and logical thinking over here, right? Now, when a product is sold at twice the selling price, the profit is tripled, right? Now we need to find the profit percentage, right? So first, cost price of the product. They didn't give any cost price over here. I am going to assume the cost price as 100, right? Selling price. What is selling price? We don't know. Let it be X. Now the profit in this case is selling price minus cost price. Okay, this is the data which has been given to us. And next data, what has been given? When the selling price is doubled, profit in this case will be triple than the previous case. We will take P1. Okay, profit in second case will be 3 times the profit in first case. This is called triple. Okay, what is the profit in second case? Selling price minus cost price. So, selling price minus cost price will give you 3 times the profit over here. X minus 100, right? So, 2x minus 100 equal to 3x minus 300. Therefore, x is equal to 200. Now, we have found that selling price of the product is 200. Okay. Now, we need to find the profit percentage. So, profit percentage equal to, we need to find the profit. What is your profit? Sir, cost price is 100, selling price is 200. So, profit is 100 by cost price into 100, which will give you 100 percentage. Right? Now, I'll tell you some shortcuts in it, right? When a question has been given without any numerical data, okay, generally you consider cost price as 100, right? But you might ask me some question or some doubts may arise in your mind that why we are taking 100? If I take cost price as 50, whether this result will affect? No, the result will not get affected. Even if you take 10 rupees, 12 rupees, 100 rupees, 1 lakh also. Why I am taking 100 is because the 100 is a number which is easy to multiply, easy to divide and easy for any type of calculation. Okay. So, I suggest you to take cost price as 100 in the difficult questions, right. I hope you are clear with this answer. Now, we will move to the next question. Next question. This is little tricky question. Okay. So, I am going to find one data. With the help of the data, I am going to solve the next part of the question, right. By selling an article, Michael makes a profit equal to 1/4 of its cost price, right. Now, the question is, if he sells same product for 375 rupees, what is the cost price? See, two data has been given. The first data is the selling price of the product is 1/4 more than the cost price, that is profit is 1/4 of the cost price of the product. First, we have to find what is the selling price and what is the cost price with respect to it. After that, I am going to find the selling price of the product, which is 375. Then cost price will be calculated over here. Next question. This question is little tricky question. Okay. Two data has been given. With the help of the first data, I am going to find what is the profit percentage. Then I am going to find the cost price of the product when the product is sold at 375 rupees. Okay. First, I will explain you. Okay, Mr. Michael sells a product, he makes a profit of 1/4 of the cost price. From this data, I am going to find only the profit percentage, right. First, we will assume the cost price. Okay. What I said you, while solving such a type of problem, if cost price is not given, take cost price equal to 100, right. Next, selling price of the product. What they have said, the selling price is 1/4 of the cost price more than the cost, that is the profit is 1/4 of the cost price. So profit equal to cost price plus 1/4 of the cost price. So 100 plus 25, which is 125. This is the data which is given to us. From this data I am going to find the profit percentage. So what's profit over here? 25 rupees. Now I am going to find the profit percentage, right? So cost price into 100 plus profit percentage by 100 will give you selling price. What is cost price? 100 into 100 plus P by 100 equals to, what is the selling price? 125. This both will get cancelled. You will get P is equal to 25%. Right? With the first data I have found the profit percentage is 25. Now the next question is, such a type of product when it is sold at 375 rupees, we need to find the cost price. Right? We need to find the cost price. Right? So we will use normal formula. Cost price into profit is 25%. Therefore 125 by 100 equals to 375. So cost price equal to 375. Just cross multiply these two datas. You will get cost price equal to 300 rupees. So this is the cost price of the product. Okay, this is a little bit tricky. While reading the question, you should understand it well. Solving part is very simple, but while reading the question, you should understand what data has been given, which data you are going to use in the second step. Right? Now we will move to the next question. Next question. Right? So this question needs some logical thinking. When you are appearing for a competitive exam, okay, all the questions will consume more time. There will be some questions given in the paper where time consumption will be very less. So in these type of question, you should reduce the time while solving such a type of problem, so that the time saved here will be used for the question which is difficult in the remaining part of the question paper. Right? Now I will read the question. Okay, a product is sold at 832 rupees. It makes a certain amount of profit, but when the same product is sold at 488 rupees, it faces the same amount of loss. Now we need to find the cost price of the product. What they said is, cost price, okay, from this cost price if you add certain amount, that is if you make a profit, let us assume some amount X is the profit. Okay, the selling price will be this. But from the cost price, if you remove this X, you will get the selling price of 488. That is, while selling at 488 rupees, you will face a loss of certain amount. When the product is sold at 832 rupees, the same amount is made as profit. Now we need to find the cost price. Cost price is middle value of these two products. Okay, so cost price over here is 832 plus 488 by 2, which is 640 rupees. Now we will get into the question. Now the question is, for what amount the product has to be sold, so that you make a profit of 50%. Right? So what is the selling price when the product is sold at 50% profit, which is 150 by 100. So 640 into 150 by 100. If you solve, you will get 960 rupees. So this is the selling price of the product, where in case you should make a profit of 50%. Now we will move to the next question. Next question. This is very simple question. Okay, I will be solving this question without solving in the board. Okay, I will explain you. Then I will write step by step solution. Okay, so you can understand both the methods, but I recommend you to follow the first method without solving the question. Right? Now the cost price of 12 pence is equal to selling price of 8 pence. what is the profit percentage over here? Okay, listen carefully. I am buying 12 pence from a shop. Okay, then I am selling 8 pence. Okay, after selling 8 pence, whatever the cost price which I paid for the 12 pence, I will be getting in my hand. Now the remaining 4 pence are profit for me. Okay, how many pence are profit? 4. How many pence I sold? 8. So 4 by 8 into 100, if you put, you will get 50. So 50% is the profit in this case, right? Now I will solve this problem. Okay, step by step. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Now cost price of the 12 pence, okay, equals to selling price of 8 pence. Okay. Now listen very carefully. I bought 12 pence. Okay. Let us assume cost price of each pen is 100 rupees. So total cost price is 12 into 100, which is 1200. Now when I sell 8 pens, I am getting the cost price of 1200 rupees, right? So 8 into selling price of each pen will give me 1200. So y is equal to 150 rupees. Now cost price of 1 pen is 100, selling price of 1 pen is 150, right? What is profit? 50 rupees. So we need to find profit percentage. So profit by cost price into 100, which will give me 50%. Now you may think that, sir, you bought 12 pence, right? You sold 8 pence, but while finding profit percentage, you use the selling price of 1 pen and cost price of 1 pen. See, whether you are finding profit percentage for 1 pen, 2 pen, 12 pen, 10 pen, the profit percentage will not vary. Okay, I hope you understood from this. Okay, now we will move to the next question. Next question. This question is similar to the question which we have seen previously, right? Now a shopkeeper is selling 12 pence. While selling 12 pence, he gets a profit of 4 pence. That is, while selling 12 pence, he makes a profit of 4 pence, right? Now how many pence are profit for him? Profit is 4 pence, right? What is the cost price? Sir, while selling 12 pence, he got his cost price at when 8 pence are sold. Did you understand? See, 12 pence are there. While selling all the 12 pence, 4 pen cost is profit for me. So we will take cost price equal to 8 pence. Now we need to find the profit percentage. So profit percentage is, profit is 4 pence, cost price is 8 pence into 100, right? Cancel 1 by 2. So 100 by 2 is 50%, right? I hope you understood. I will explain this again, right? A person is selling 12 pence. While selling 12 pence, he gets a profit for the amount he sold for 4 pence. So out of 12, 4 is profit, 8 is cost price. So profit is double than the cost price. So cost price is 8, profit is 4. So profit, I will explain this question again. The shopkeeper is selling 12 pence. In this, he makes a profit from the amount he collected for 4 pence. So out of 12 pence, 4 pence is profit, 8 pence is cost price. In this case, if you see, profit is half of the cost price. Okay, so we take cost price as 8 pence, profit is 4 pence. Then as usual, profit percentage, you will get the answer as 50%, right? I hope you have understood with this question. These type of questions, you should not consume more time. Try to solve these questions within 5 to 10 seconds, which will save you more time for solving difficult questions in the remaining part of the paper. Now we will move to the next question. Next question. A vendor faces a loss of 4 oranges while selling 36 oranges. Now we need to find the loss percentage. Okay. Now let us take cost price, we don't know, but they said that loss is 4 oranges, right? Loss is 4 oranges. What is loss formula? cost price minus selling price, right? Now, how many oranges you sold? Sir, I sold 36 oranges, right? What is loss formula? Loss is 4. We don't know the cost price, but the selling price of 36 oranges will give you loss of 4. So, bring this over here. 4 plus 36 is your cost price. So, cost price of 40 oranges is equal to the selling price of 36 oranges. Now, we need to find the loss percentage. What is loss percentage? Loss by cost price into 100. How many oranges loss for you? Which is 4, whereas the cost price is 40 into 100, right? So, if you solve, you will get 10 percentage. Therefore, the loss is 10 percentage over here, right? I hope you are clear with this. Now, we will move to the next question. Next question. A banana vendor, he is buying 2 dozen of bananas at a price of rupees 16 per dozen. Now, he is going to sell those bananas. Now, he sells 18 bananas at a price of 12 rupees per dozen. Now, there will be some bananas remaining with him, right? Those bananas he is selling at a price of 4 rupees per dozen. Now, we need to find the total loss percentage faced by the vendor, right? First, we will calculate the cost price, right? So, cost price equal to what they have said you, 2 dozens he is buying, each dozen is 16 rupees. So, 2 into 16 will give you 32 rupees. This is his cost price. Now, he is selling 18 bananas. You know that each and every dozen means it is 12, right? So, when it is 2 dozens, you will have 24 bananas. It will be 24 bananas, right? Now, 18 bananas you are selling at a price of 12 rupees for 1 dozen, okay? So, now I am going to convert this into dozen, okay? Now, out of 24 bananas, 18 bananas sold, remaining 6 bananas are which you are going to sell at a price of 4 rupees for dozen. Now, I should convert this also to dozen, right? So, divided by 12, okay? Divide by 12, which is 18, 6 2 times and 2, which is 2. So, totally 20 rupees is the selling price. See, cost price of the banana is 32, selling price is 20. Now, we need to find the loss over here. So, loss is equal to cost price minus selling price, which is 12 rupees. Now, we need to find the loss percentage. Loss divided by cost price into 100, right? Loss is 12 rupees, cost price is 32. We need to simplify it. Divide by 4 table 3 times 8. If you simplify, you will get 37.5 percentage is the loss faced while selling the 2 dozen of bananas, right? I hope you are clear with this. Then we can move to the next question. This is mixture type question, that is we are going to mix 2 products, okay, both are of same product, there might be difference in their quality or price. Then we are going to mix both the products and sell it at certain rupees, right? So, this is called as mixture type question. First, I will explain you the question, okay. There is a person called Mr. Arun, he buys 30 kg of wheat at a price of 11.5 rupees per kg. He is buying 30 kg of wheat at a price of 11.5 rupees per kg. Then he is buying another quality of wheat which is sold at a price of 14.25 rupees per kg. Okay, how many kgs he is buying in this case? He is buying 20 kg, right? He is buying 2 type of wheats. One, he bought 30 kg at 11.5 rupees and 20 kg at 14.25 rupees. Now, he is going to mix this 30 and 20 kg of wheat together. So, you will get a mixture of 50 kg. Now, what should be the selling price where you should make a profit of 30% in this case, right? First, I will find you the cost price of both the wheats, right? So cost price equal to first is 30 kg which is bought at a price of 11.5 rupees, then 20 kg which is bought at a price of 14.25. Now we need to find the total cost price. So you can just multiply these two data, so you will get 345 and 20 into 142.5 is 285 rupees, right? Now add both the data, so you will get the total cost price of this wheat, which is 630 rupees. What is the total quantity of wheat over here? Which is 50 kg, right? Now I need to find the cost price for 1 kg. So 630 by 50. Okay, keep it as it, no need to simplify. Even if you simplify, there is no issues, right? Now we need to find the selling price where you make a profit of 30%. So cost price into 130 by 100 equals to selling price, right? What is cost price of 1 kg? 630 by 50 into 130 by 100 will give you the selling price, right? Now you can just simplify this data. So selling price equal to 63 into 13 by 50. To make it quite easy, I am multiplying 2 in numerator and denominator, which makes the denominator as 100. So 126 into 13 by 100. Just do normal division multiplication. 126 into 13. So 378, 126, which will give you, okay, 1638 by 100. So it should be sold at a price of 16.38 rupees per kg. Okay, I hope you understood the question, right? Then we will move to the next question. Next question, the final question of this session, right? Now I am going to mix 3 products of different qualities and different prices. Okay, now we are going to calculate the data which has been given to us. With the help of the data, I need to find the profit in this case. Okay, a trader mixes 3 qualities of groundnuts. Okay, the first quality costs 50 rupees per kg, second quality costs 20 rupees per kg, and third quality costs 30 rupees per kg, right? Now I am going to mix them in the ratio 2:4:3 based upon the weight of the groundnuts which has been added, right? And we are going to mix everything and sell the mixture at a price of 32 rupees per kg. Now we need to find the profit percentage in this case, right? First I will calculate, okay, the ratios of these groundnuts are 2:3:4:3. Now I am going to calculate the total cost price of it. Okay, now I am going to calculate the total cost price, right? So total cost price equal to, it is in the ratio of 2:4:3. I will take it as 2 kg, 4 kg and 3 kg. Now the first groundnut is 50 rupees per kg. Cost price of first groundnut is 50 rupees per kg. The cost price of second quality is 20 rupees per kg and third quality is 30 rupees per kg, right? 100 plus 80 plus 90. If you solve, you will get 720 rupees. Okay, for how much kg? 2, 4, 6, totally 9 kg, right? Now you can find the cost price per kg. Okay, that is for 1 kg. So 270 by 9 will give you 30 rupees per kg. This is the cost price, right? What is the selling price of the mixture? Which is 33 rupees per kg. What is profit? selling price minus cost price, which is 3 rupees per kg. We need to find the profit percentage in this case. So profit percentage equal to profit by cost price into 100, right, which will give you 10% profit. So while mixing 3 products, no need to get confused. When they give you in certain ratio, take exactly as the kg. If it is 2:4:3, you take 2 kg, 4 kg and 3 kg, which will make your problem very simple. This sum can also be done with the help of LCM method, but better getting into LCM method, this is quite easy method, right. I hope you understood whatever the problems or the different type of difficulty problems we have solved in this chapter, right. So if you have doubt in any other question, just post the question in the comment section. I will give you the solutions for it, right. So prepare well, okay, succeed in your competitive exams or whatever the kind of exams you are appearing for. All the best. Please subscribe this channel and share with your friends. Thank you. All the